that are not here, I'm going to record this. I think I'm recording. So it is Monday, December 10th, 2018. And, yesterday after my Dallas Cowboys beat the Philadelphia Eagles in overtime, I should say Amari Cooper beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll send you that YouTube, my YouTube stuff. And just so you know, Ted, if any of these sessions, and this goes for all you guys, if you go into webinars here, the 7 core sessions are all right here recorded. Okay. Goals and plans, business planning, Spider Advocate System, workflow automation, basic training on the CRM. That's just a random Chicago week 5 recording, which is on internet marketing, I believe. And then the art of consultative selling. Okay. So those, anytime you want to come in and get trained on any of the core 7 modules that I teach in a workshop, you can go right there. Okay. And they're right in your back office. You can watch them immediately. Okay. For those people that like live and interaction, want to go back and forth, have questions, I love that. You know what I mean? But sometimes we're on the fly and sometimes you just want to slow down and pause things and execute things, in which case I totally get it. Mr. Swedewski, good to have you on, my friend. Welcome. George Bredding. Let me say hi to George real quick. Man, I got to say hi to my buddy George. You there, George? I got you unmuted.
I'm here, yes. How are you?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
What's a good word?
Grinding through stuff, slowly but surely. Slow time right now, normally up here, but there's still people out there looking to do business.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this. We're closing in on a year. You and I have had many conversations, and we did some one-on-one coaching. You've been a part of a lot of training sessions. When you look at the year, if you were to say there's one thing that you found to be extremely helpful that you can say converted into income for you, what would that be?
I think the kind of the nudge and all, the training to be able to do video emails. I think I went from the point where reading a teleprompter, well, first point was not doing them at all, and then reading a teleprompter to now having the confidence to do 15, 20 takes on something, looking right in the camera and getting my point across in 45 seconds to a minute, and sending it out to real estate agents and past customers.
Yep.
I think that is something that I've gotten a lot better at, and thank you for your help.
You think would you say that is converted into dollars for you and your family?
For sure. Yeah. No, it's getting in front of the past customers with face-to-face with a video email, and being able to pick a phone up and talk to a real estate agent, instead of not quite a cold call. You've watched my videos and be able to call them and try to set up a true coffee meeting or whatnot.
Yep, absolutely. It's not rocket science, as you know. It's just doing the things we know we should be doing but aren't. I had a good conversation with a guy named Jason Freemow. He's from Phoenix. He's a branch manager for Academy Mortgage out there, and I just hold this guy in extremely high regard. Because he runs his business the right way, and he's very committed to people, etc. He's also a great marketer and highly intelligent. And he and I were talking on Friday. I think it was Thursday or Friday anyway. And he said, "Hey, do you hear what's going on with Zillow and their concierge service now?" He goes, "I'm talking to one of my realtor clients, and he's pumping about $12,000 a month into Zillow leads, and so Zillow would make a call. They would actually call the consumer right ahead of time, and then the real estate agent would make the call, do the meeting and the follow-up, and get whether they got the deal or not. But then Zillow would actually contact the person afterwards, right? How is rate? Can you rate? We're always looking for feedback on the agent, yada yada yada. But he goes, "You know what they're doing, right?" I said, "Of course I know what they're doing. They're trying to eat more of the real estate agents' lunch. They're gathering data, right? I mean, they've gotten in the mortgage industry, and they really are trying to control the real estate transaction at the consumer level, right? And that's just incredibly dangerous, right?" So he said, "Pat," he goes, "what you do and what you teach and your systems that you teach is so incredibly important and powerful, because let's face the fact, if if everybody has, I mean, I guess the average realtor and the average loan originator has 500 followers on their social media. They have an average of 100 people in their database that is past clients, people they know, family members, right? Um, and if they're all statistically aware of 3 real estate transactions 3 times a year where somebody they know in their centers of influence, either themselves or somebody in their sphere, are going to do or aware of a real estate transaction every single year, then the communicating that needs to go on, the value that needs to be brought to those people so that those referrals never get to Zillow. So people aren't going there, right? That they're being escorted to those people in advance, right? Is so incredibly important and so incredibly powerful, you know? So I share that with you guys as you go into 2019, that yes, we want to do internet marketing. Yes, but we want to add followers. So we want to do some ads to get more followers. We want to do boosted posts to get more followers. We want to do some Facebook lives and boost those to get more followers. You know, like I shared with you, and I'm going to be teaching this tomorrow, how Facebook, where you can add like audiences, right, to any boosted post or ad, right, so that it gets in front of more and more people. The more and more people that like, I mean, I can tell you right now, I sit back on Facebook and I'm always getting alerts, you know, such and such like you from various areas of the country. Like your page, Spider Media, like your page, Crush It Events, right? And it's just, you know, I'm talking 9, 10 o'clock at night. Why? Because, like, you know, I do a Facebook live video, I boosted the post, and, you know, it just reached more people. Now I've got the ability, all right, and I look at having your social media fans and followers as people that are your audience. They're sitting in a chair, right? And can you imagine being in a chair, all right, to because you liked what you heard from somebody, and then that presenter never showed up, never came out and talked anymore, you know? So you saw a little commercial, then they got all excited. They sat in a chair. They're a follower, quote unquote, and I hope you understand or following my analogy here. And you never talk to them anymore, right? They just sat in that chair waiting. Well, what are they going to do? They're going to get up and leave, right? Because you're not there, you're not present, right? But yet, if you continue to communicate and add value, they're going to like you more. The relationship's going to grow deeper and deeper and deeper, where to the point where it's going to create trust and credibility, which now, when they're aware of those referral situations, they will become active. They will become advocates, proponents, and fans of your business. They'll refer you, right? So, you know, and I'm going to dive into that, but I do want to start here today, guys, as we come into the holiday season. Okay, I'll talk about a prescription for what to do over the next week. Okay, you know, Christmas is upon us, holiday season, Hanukkah, etc., and it's here. What can we do and what should we be doing this month? Okay, I'm going to talk about that, but I want to start with what holds people back. What really holds people back? Is it lack of an understanding of what to do in more cases, right? The number one thing that holds people back is fear, you know, and people are fearful of, you know, where's the next deal going to come from, right? How am I going to, you know, make that next sale, especially in real estate, when it's not like you can make 10 calls, you know, see 3 people and make 1 sale on a dime. It's a continuous organism where you have to continue adding value, and then asking people for help, right? But it's not as A plus B equals C like other sales industries are. Whether you're selling, being a personal trainer, or, you know, gym memberships, or some kind of tangible item, right? You get in front of the buyers, you pitch a number of them, and, you know, depending on the price of it, you know, it's a low sales cycle or high sales cycle time, you can make a transaction, right? So people get really fearful in that, right? And when you have fear, it creates all these negative affirmations, self-doubt, etc., right? And that's the other thing, self-doubt. We start second guessing ourselves and our own abilities, you know. When you get people not focusing on the right things, you know, typically most people will wake up, and if you're not following a routine, you know, so it's very easy for self-doubt to come creeping in your brain, where you literally start second guessing your own abilities, your abilities to produce. You know, you start having envy of other people. What do they do? How are they doing it? Right? all that results in negative affirmations. And what also happens is when there's failure and setbacks, when somebody says no to you or yells at you or is short with you, right? That causes more self-doubt. So these 1, 2, and 3 just start having this perpetuating effect, this exponential effect in our brains, right? And in most of that comes from the latter parts of what I'm going to talk about, is not having and following systems and scripts, and not following a routine, having a habit and forming the habit, right? But when we formulate the habit, what did I'll start with? And I'll say number 6 could be a real significant answer for you. It takes a lot of energy to have a positive attitude, right? It's when you don't have a peak energy and you're not feeling good, or if you're tired, or you ate bad, or you had too much to drink, or whatever the case may be, you didn't sleep. All these other things are very easily able to creep into your brain. But when you do wake up and you do, hit that alarm, and you do face the wolf, as I call it, and you face that wolf, right? And in life, the wolf is, everything negative, right? Everything bad. You got to stay away from the wolf. It's so much easier to allow your brain to go into negativity, setbacks, negative affirmations, and then we start blaming the industry and inventory, etc. Versus, fighting. So we fight or we flight when we're in situations, right? We fight or we flight. And I'll share this with you guys. It's not the industry, right? It's people. A lot of people think when the going gets tough, like, oh my God, maybe it's just this industry. It's not, the industry's not producing what it used to, and this is the industry, right? Then you go, that person, I've seen it happen. We talk about fight or flight. Those that flight end up going somewhere else with the same habits, the same mindset, the same work ethic, the same lack of a real attention to their bodies, what they're putting in it, et cetera. And the same thing happens there. Then they find out, well, that industry is terrible, and there's challenges over here, right? Well, what I have found when it comes to peak performance is that it's more of a mindset success. It's more of a mindset than it is a how-to, right? Because even a person with limited sales ability, by taking action and reaching out to people, those people find success. They may not find as much success as the person that is highly skilled and highly crafted, right? And I was training a telemarketer last week, actually, and this individual was just extremely petrified to get up on the phone, right, and talk to people. I mean, gimped up level, like stage 5 fear, right? And as I said, these are just people, talk very, and all of a sudden, this individual, when they got on the phone, their voice changed, right? They got like 8 octaves higher, right, than they typically would in regular conversation, right? And all the octave change came right from the core of fear, right? And I'm sure many of us can relate. I mean, I can. When I first started selling, but what I found over the years is really sales is just truly a numbers game. And you're going to talk to extremely positive people that are going to buy from you. You're going to talk to extremely positive people that are not going to buy from you. You're going to talk to people that are short, that hang up on you. And you're going to talk to people that actually want to spend time to belittle and berate you, right, while they have you on the phone, right, as you called them, right? And that's okay. It's just, it's having the self-image to know that, when people are like that, it's something's going on in their lives, right, that's causing that outburst, right? So sales is sales. It's just people. But the more action you take, what I have found, the more positive people you run into, right? Because I can tell you that when I pick up the phone and talk to people, or when I'm training, and I don't just tell people what to do, I show them what to do first, right? And then I ask them to do that. And I never see 100% success, but when somebody does is mean, but because the more you do it, the better you get, the less garbage you get. Now, most of you, I'm not asking you guys to cold call at all or do anything. I'm asking you guys to actually reach out and talk to the people that already know you, like you, trust you, and actually want you there. And the number one reason people don't do it is a lot of people say, well, I just don't want to pester people. I don't want to bother people. I mean, that is not going to feed your family. By the way, they want to hear from you. All right. But you don't know what to say. And that's what I've been trying to teach you guys in terms of what to say in your own words. Right. And what you say varies depending on your level of relationship we have with that person. Like some of my good friends, I would pick up the phone and if I was a real estate agent, I had my country club friends, right? Now I don't belong to this country club, but I was a member at this country club for 12 years, and I've just got a really core because of my kids' sports and whatnot. I don't have time for golf anymore. So, there's a core friends. If I picked up the phone and talked to them, I would spend, a few minutes just building rapport. How's it going? Good. And I would tell them reality. Hey, you know what? As you know, Pete, I work 100% referral business. It can do me a favor, bud. Yeah. Anytime somebody brings up real estate, whether they're buying or selling or remotely interested at all, can you do me a huge favor? Sure. Absolutely, Pat. Why? Just refer my name, right? I'm relying on my friends, to, as part of my 2019 plan to generate the income that me and my family are looking for. Can you help me out? I would just flat out ask them for help like that, and then you have just your past clients who don't know, I call it don't know you in your underwear, right? They don't know you. They only know you as the professional, right? The one in the suit that got the deal and, et cetera. Those people I would talk to a little bit differently, right? And I would have that script. How's everything going? Good. I wanted to reach out to you. As you know, we had a fantastic time in that transaction, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be there more often for you in the future. I've actually put together a program that's designed to save you roughly 20 to 30% annually on your home spending. Should you need anything, let me know. As you know, many people go on Facebook from time to time. They ask, do you know a good plumber? Do you know a good electrician? I have assembled a list of preferred vendors that are people that are willing to give discounts and willing to offer priority level service and treatment to my past clients. Should you need anything, just give me a call and let me know. Is that okay with you if I call you once a quarter or so and send you a video email if I come across a good deal? Sure, absolutely, Pat, man. And then you begin to execute that system. So, guys, I wasn't reading a script, but I've done this and taught this for so many years. You can word it in a number of different ways and still get the same results. But the biggest thing is making sure that you are coming up and write down what you're going to say before you say it. And then there's people you haven't talked to in a long time that are in your database. I'm coaching a guy named Lanny Clark. He just gave me a list upload for him in his system. He's a one-on-one client of mine. And, and these are people that he hasn't talked to in maybe a couple of years. How do you talk to those people? Well, they may not remember your name. Hey, John, how you doing? This is Lanny Clark calling. Does that name ring a bell to you? Yeah, I'm sorry, it doesn't. Yeah, well, I'm the one that did your mortgage for you on 125 Smith Road. This is, about two years ago. And now's the name sound familiar? Oh gosh, oh my God, yeah, Lanny, oh my God, how you doing? Great. I just wanted to reach out to you this now. This is what I would say now, and how I just want to reach out to you this holiday season. And one of the things that I committed to myself is to show some gratitude and thankfulness to the people that chose me as their loan officer. I don't take that lightly. And as a matter of fact, part of my 2019 plan is to actually be there more often and add some value to you in the future. One of the things I've put together over the last several months or this past year is to help people to save 20-30% annually on the money they spend in and around their home to protect it, maintain it, etc. Should I come across a deal? Is it okay if I put your email address? If now in this case, Lanny doesn't have emails for everyone, right? Is it okay if I periodically send you an email that anytime that I come across a vendor that I believe would be somebody of value to you, or touch base with you once every couple months or so to say hi? Is that okay with you? Great. Fantastic. Well, obviously I have your phone number here. What's the best email address that I can keep in touch with you once a month or so? Great. And you write it down. Boom. You know what I mean? You need information. You've got to get it. But these are the things I will share with you as far as number 6. Okay. I've made it such that I've been slowly getting back into shape. And, when I say slowly, I've been going after it pretty hard. Okay. It's just, having the patience or not, wanting it all off in one day, et cetera. But I've known what to eat for years: chicken, fish, rice, vegetables, egg whites, right? But yet I want to be at my absolute best physical shape, better than I ever have. Now I played college sports and played semi-pro and almost played professional football. I played athletics at the highest level, coached at the highest level. I know what to eat. I know the course, but I had a great conversation on Friday with a nutritionist who educated me on things that I just didn't know about food. It's not just eating the right foods, it's the right combination of foods, your macros at the right time of day. And me being a speaker and leaving, how do I deal with that issue, right? And what did it come down to? It came down to, all right, it came down to everything I teach. Goals. What is your goal weight? What is your goal body fat percentage, right? Then I had to actually define my point A. So I had to go and not only weigh myself, but go have this special instrument that actually calculated with accuracy my body fat content. And I had to actually send him everything of where I'm at, what I typically eat, what my weight is, and all that. He has all that information to know my point B. He also my point A. He also knows my point B. Now I'm 232 pounds. I was 248 at one point, right? So I'm 232 pounds. And if you looked at me, you would say, wow, he's overweight. I carry it well because I have big shoulders, right? And there's a little gut there, right? So, but you don't realize there's just little bits and pieces of fat in various parts of my body that I want off. That my goal is to get to 210 pounds. Right now, I'm 232. 210 pounds. I'm ripped. Right, ripped at my height. Right. So, you know, he is now taking 2 days and putting together the plan. Of course, I believe in coaching. So in an area you want to be well in life, you hire a coach in, right? So I hired him to put together my game plan. All right. Here's how we're going to get there with his specialized knowledge. Here are the things that I thought I knew, right? And it goes back. Think about that for a second, right? All of you know you should be reaching out to your past clients and the people you know. All of you know the basics of things you should be saying, etc. But we don't do them. But then you also get coaching and you come on these calls, which I applaud you for joining, just to get a little bit more detail, right? The things that perhaps you didn't know, because I have specialized knowledge in this area, human psychology, sales, scripting, etc. Right? How to use technology the right way. Okay. So to get to point B. But going back to where I started with this conversation, I can honestly tell you that my energy level is through the roof. And if you take care of your body, you don't need 16 cups of coffee, right? I'm sleeping better, right? And I don't crave garbage anymore. And now I got this little game where I think about what I'm eating, because I'm like, is this really going to give me the pleasure, right, of pounding ice cream? When I'm on this pathway, I'm not going to do it because I'm on such a good track. I don't want to screw my momentum up. You know what the hardest part is of growing our sales or changing our bodies? It's the initial couple weeks, right? Because change is painful. It's uncomfortable. Those first couple weeks, my body was pissed off. When I say pissed, I'm like, it wanted crappy foods. It wanted, 3 drinks, 3 or 4 bourbons on a Saturday night, right? It wanted to do the things that I habitually was doing, right? But once you get over that hump, man, it becomes a momentum building machine on the other side, right? It becomes a game, a healthy game. But my point is, I wanted to do it. I wanted to go to the eye of the storm. I wanted to actually have the most aggressive fitness goals going into the holiday season, because I know that that's probably the most challenging thing to do, right? Well, everybody's stuffing their face with all this stuff and cookies and breads and, just unbelievably portion-sized plates and stuff, where I'm not doing it, And it's a mental game. It's a discipline game, right? And instead, I'm going to work out, eat right, and I may have a couple drinks, but I will definitely enjoy myself. But I want you guys, the reason why I'm spending so much time on this and sharing with you a personal testimony as it relates to this, because I know that if you guys focus on fitness challenges, that you can go into 2019 with an edge. So I actually think what I'm going to do, next week's session, is bring in my nutritionist to talk, if you guys are interested in hearing from him. Just to add value, to say, these are the things I'm doing with Pat. This is the game plan I'm doing and why, and these are the things you should be thinking about as you go into the new year, because it definitely will make an impact on your wallet. So what, guys, what we know that being successful, it's that thing right there, right? Now, some of you, if you're a millennial on this call, you're like, what the hell is that thing right there, right? That's called a telephone, all right, with a cord. That's how we used to dial back in the 70s, right? So, and some of us into the 80s, right? So we do know that if you pick up that telephone and reach out to the past clients, people you know, and even with a moderate level of skill, and you have workflows, follow-up systems, and make sure you're staying on top of them and making sure you're staying engaged with them, that the lifestyle that you can live in real estate in the mortgage industry is extravagant. You know, I mean, think about it. There's people that no matter what they do every single day, they are not going to make another dollar bill. Can you imagine what that must feel like, right? That no matter what they do, they're not going to make more money. So what do they think? What do you think they do? Do you think they try to be the best they can be and do the most? Or do you think they can do their mindset based on how it's set up to do the least amount in order to substantiate staying hired and being and having a job, right? To sustain that income, right? So that's why sales is the best thing ever, because it challenges us to be our best. You know, and when we overcome those challenges, we're able to become better teachers to our children. We're able to become better leaders in our community, right? And really more connected with our soul, you know, believe it or not. So this is what I want you guys to do. All right, let's get a little more specific and talk, you know, how to use the CRM and what I teach to help you guys out. Number one, every single one of you needs to do an email blast, and that email blast needs to be non-business and it needs to be gratitude. And I'll combine that with number 7. You also need to be doing a Facebook Live. So guys, to do a Facebook Live, go to Best Buy and get a little a lapel mic that plugs into your cell phone. Okay, depending on which cell phone you have, you may have to get an adapter, right? Because I have the Lightning adapter and the mic jack. You have to, make sure that you plug it in because you want the audio to be really good, right? And what I put on my desk is a couple. I order vitamins every month, right? They come in boxes, and I just stacked up 2 boxes so that my my little 1 foot, tripod, my cell phone tripod, sits on these boxes, so I'm eye level, right? And I plug in my microphone, and you go to Facebook and you do live video and add value. Make sure you do one on gratitude, right? Hey guys, this is Jeremy. I wanted to reach out. This is Jeremy such and such. This is Pat Fenton, agent with Keller Williams, and I just wanted to spend a few minutes today here to thank you for being part of my core circle of influencers and a past client of mine doing business with me. I really appreciate the business. I just wanted to take a moment this holiday season to let you know, without you guys, I can't and don't and wouldn't accomplish my goals. This year has been a fantastic year. I always sell big person bigger, right? Which means you always want to say things are great, want to get better. It's been an absolutely fantastic year. I feel extremely blessed. And I just wanted to spend a minute to thank you and wish you and your family an absolutely wonderful holiday season, right? Something like that, right? On a separate video email, use the Spider Advocate system. I think the only thing you can really do now, I think one of the easiest ones, is to call somebody you know that cleans houses for a living, whether it's a company or an individual, and say, hey, listen, one of the things that I do periodically is I send a video email out offering some kind of service of value to my past clients and people I know. Are you taking on new business right now? Yes, great. Well, I'm going to send a video email. What I'd like to do is send a video email out to about 325 people, everybody in my database, letting them know about you and your company and services. Obviously, if everybody says yes to you, you wouldn't be able to service them. But, I think I can get you business, and not everybody will call you rushing to you, just so you know. Let me ask you a question. Is there some kind of deal or special that I can offer them that would is an introduction to you and your services? Yes. Okay. What is it? Great. Tell them I'll offer a $50 or $100 discount. Okay, great. I'm going to put that in writing, send it off on an email. If you can just email me back before I do this video email blast, I'd greatly appreciate that. And we'll be sending this out later today or tomorrow morning. You put them on the distribution list so they see that you're promoting them. They're going to love you for that, right? And then you record a video. Now, the simple thing to do is record it on your phone or record on your iPad, or you use your video camera on your computer and have at it. Hey guys, all right, let me just use George Breding. Hey guys, George Breding here, and it's my part of my video email of the month. As you know, I'm always looking for things to help people out, ways to save people money in and around their home, and also knowing that it's a holiday season, I thought it would be a great time to introduce you to my home cleaning service provider. Her name is Mary Smith. Mary runs Mary Smith Busy Bees Home Cleaning Service, and she is fantastic. She's willing to give you guys, as many of you are hosting people over for the holidays. If you want to have your house looking, smelling its absolute best, give Mary a call. She's offering a $100 discount. Everybody has different home sizes, you know, but if you want to have your house cleaned once by Mary or once in a while by Mary, depending on the quality of how happy you are with her, give her a call, mention this video email, and she'll pass on that discount to you. She will be, obviously, with the number of people that are getting this, it's first come, first serve. Guys, I just want to let you know that it's holiday season. I will be reaching out to you one more time in the form of a video, but just wanted to offer that up Mary's services to you. I hope you're doing well, guys. If you're looking for a market update relative to real estate, what home values are there, blah, 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 click on the link below. Have a fantastic day, right? Boom. Go to Client Touch, send it out, right? Now, just so you guys know, and I don't know, some people were not on this a week ago, we launched a new email template, a completely new way of doing emails, right? It is badass, right? So when you click add email template, you'll notice that we have 30 new design templates that you can use, but also, well, you can start with a blank template and make some really, really great, compelling, beautiful looking emails, right? So companies that just do email marketing, like Constant Contact, right? We have the ability, and companies that just do video email, like BombBomb, but they don't have a CRM, there's no landing pages, there's none of the other stuff, right? We now have the quality of video email templates as well as regular email templates that are as good, if not better, than any marketing company out there, okay? They're fantastic. So if you saw the greatest video or the greatest email kind of design, know that our system can duplicate any system, recreate or re-engineer any email that's out there using this new editor. It is badass, okay? So use it. I would, if you got workflows, there's some there's a Thanksgiving one, right? There's birthday ones, okay? There's video email for generic use is what you guys have been used to, but now you can actually plug video email into any one of these, right? Any one of these things. So it'll just look great. So you can actually ditch the whole header footer thing, or if you want, you can use these templates, right? And put your logo in, put your video email in, and away you go, right? So once you have it, then you just go into, obviously you guys know how to send it out. Most of you do, right? You go into Client Touch, you select what work group you're going to add to. This is a brand new account with a brand new agent, so they don't have any, their list is not updated or uploaded. So you just select which group you want to actually send it out to. You click on actions, right? You're going to select send email blast, and you send email blast. It's not difficult, right? You guys all do that, right? Pretty simple. The other thing is written goals. Now, most of the people that are on this call, you joined our organization for CRM and internet marketing almost exclusively. As you know, I've steered the ship and began to bring into your training the things that I've been trained on for years and are an expert at, and that's sales training, okay? I'm not an expert at a lot of things. My golf game stinks, okay? But I am really good at coaching football, and I'm really good at coaching sales, teaching salespeople how to sell, okay? That's pretty much it, all right? So in here, you'll see sales skills. I ripped out everything that was in the past, and I just started getting really more specific and spoon-feeding the things that are the most important. You can go here and make sure that you go to the Spider goal setting and print out and write your goals. Make sure that your business plan is done. I've created it all for you. It's all right here. You just print it out and have at it. By the way, all of my kids will be printing this out and doing their goals for 2019, right? So business plan. And then the three things that I know that I can train you on, that if you were lethal, if you had clear goals, if you had a business plan, and you executed the Spider Advocate Program, which are quarterly calls to everyone in your database and a once-a-month video email, that if that's all you did, that you will at least make a couple $100,000 in this business, okay? And the only other thing I think that is really important for you to have when you look, just you don't want to get overwhelmed. You don't want to have 18 things to do, okay? Because you and I both know it's too much. You're still working, you're still handling transactions, right? That there's things that we only so much time we can do and allocate to learning new and executing new things. So if I'm asking you to write goals, your complete set of goals, business, personal, family, fitness, finances, right? To get your business plan done, knowing, all right, here's what I'm going to do. Here's where my business is going to come from in 2019. And therefore, here's what my schedule is going to look like. To really go through that business plan and get it done, and to really learn, hey, take the time to learn what's the best way for me to shoot video. I want to form the habit. Do I want to use my cell phone? Do I want to use my tablet? Do I want to use my computer, right? Do I want to buy a selfie stick and do things on the run and on the move so there's motion in the background, or do it in my car? Well, how do you want to do it? And by the way, if you've never really done it, okay, what are the little things you need? Like going to Amazon and buying a $10 cell phone tripod for your office or for your car, right? Getting a microphone so the audio is clear, right? Away you go. So start putting those things in place so that, and then practicing, do them, use it, right? So that you go into 2019 not being like, now what do I have to do now? And watching 10 videos on January 7th, right? And putting you another week behind. So yes, we all know that there's still business to be had out there. There are still people, hey, I bought a house in the fourth quarter of last year, right? I hired a bunch of contractors during Christmas. They were in my houses. I gutted it, right? Completely rebuilt it. So last year I employed a lot of people. There's a lot of people out there still doing things. However, the reality is we're going to have more time, okay, non-sales peak hours, to be able to put these things into motion. And now my suggestion to you is do them before the week, right? Do them this week, okay? Because we do want to spend the holiday season with our family. We want to take the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, maybe the 27th, right? And just enjoy our families, right? Life passes by too fast. And then we kick it into gear a couple days. Maybe there'll be a few days in between Christmas and New Year's where you can do some of this stuff as well. But then we have New Year's, right? And then New Year's Day, just being with our families and enjoying our families. My daughter told me she got me tickets to the Dallas Cowboys and New York Giants game on the 30th. And she gave me my present over the weekend so that I didn't plan anything travel-wise, right? It's the greatest gift I think I've ever been given. I'm so excited to go. It's just going to be my 18-year-old, she's 19 tomorrow. There's her birthday. She'll be 19 tomorrow. Just she and I will be going to this game, right? So after those things are done, right? We enjoy our families. We have to dive into a new you, a better you, a leaner you, a meaner you, a more scripted you, right? A more routine you for 2019. Now, we've been saying that we want to be that person for years, but what it actually takes to be that person. Now, you have to take away your challenges, the debts you may have, the money you didn't bring in this month, and just be like, you know what? I'm going to stay the course, and the only way out is to become the person I know I'm capable of. I've got to take action. And all your problems tend to go away, right? They just go away, right? Because you don't really have problems. If money can fix it, you don't have problems, right? And making money can be very easy if you do certain things, right? So tomorrow I'm going to dive into, and I'm really covering a couple different subjects because I do want to get into internet marketing. I want to say, okay, anyone that really wants to know, what should I be doing online with my website, with my blog, with my video blog, and what are the core fundamental things I should be thinking about and doing relative to internet marketing? And I'm going to cover the core fundamental things that you could and should be doing that are low cost, high impact internet marketing to gather more followers. And then we'll talk content strategy to be able to communicate with those people, to be able to make believers and advocates out of those people so that we get more referrals. Okay. As I've shared with you guys many times, okay, what won't work is somebody sees a sales funnel online. They're not a follower. They don't even know who you are, but they saw something as good as it may be. They were not going to call you and say, I'd like to talk to you about coming to my house because we want to sell it. Not even on the buyer side, unless you're promoting properties. If you're promoting properties, you can definitely attract buyers cold off the street. They just saw it, and we're going to talk about that, okay? But what does work, especially for driving the listing side, is creating more followers, engaging our followers, creating advocates from our followers, and we do that by doing specific things to get more followers, and then specific things to add value and a content strategy that really is the proper mix of engaging, entertaining, as well as selling, okay? And that's what I'll be talking about tomorrow, guys. Well, that concludes today's presentation, right? I think anything more than that, guys, is too much. Go through this system, right? Go through the spider system. Go through this holiday prescription. Take a screenshot of this if you want. Maybe for some of you, it's doing your first video email ever, all right? Go do it. Get yourself make sure it's YouTube, right? You know our video email system works off of YouTube, right? So, we want you uploading videos into YouTube, which if you download the YouTube app on whatever phone you use, it can be very easy from the time you record on your iPad or your phone and upload that right to your system, right? Then go through on your computer, go to the spider system and create a nice video email and send it out. Okay. And watch what happens. People love video email. Your clients are like, oh my God, it's so cool. I've never seen that before. Believe it or not, a lot of people still have not seen video email. Okay. A lot. You know why? Because between the companies that offer video email as part of their services, right? I would bet that 95% of the people that buy it never sent out a damn video email, right? So again, the 5%ers do, right? So be one of those 5%ers, guys. Recognize the things that are holding you back. And as scared as you may be to pick up the phone to talk to somebody, do it anyway, because you're going to find that they're nicer, sweeter, and you're going to get a response that you maybe didn't expect. And if you keep doing that, you'll actually expect and you will attract more like-minded people, more positive people wanting to help you. All right. You just have to show them how to help you. All right. And tell them what to do, and they'll do it. Add value. Can you help me out? If you're aware of somebody looking for a transaction, would you be willing to refer my name? Yes. Fantastic. I really appreciate that. Right. So guys, have a blessed day. And obviously, real estate, there's things we can do to pick up cold lists. We can hammer expireds. We can hammer FSBOs. There's things that we're going to add to the table. And I'll be covering that in the ensuing weeks. There will be some 1 or 2 Mondays with Pats that I am going to shut down, guys. Just because I do owe it to my family to shut down. I work awfully hard, and I travel this week. I'm going to Raleigh on Wednesday and Phoenix on Thursday, and I won't be home till Saturday. And these will be my last 2 events for the year. And when I come back, I just want to we will be on next Monday, though. Okay. Have an awesome day, guys. Thank you for coming. And if there's anything I can do, let me know. For those of you that are in Phoenix, go to crushitevents.com. And even though you're a client already, I want to see you. Come join me. Same hotels last time, whatever that resort was, Squaw Peak Valley or whatever it was. We're going back there, and I'll be there Friday speaking. Take care, guys.